Hiya folks, welcome to the show. My name's the Aladdin Gladiator and it's my mission to talk about everything Disney animation on the internet. After 10 weeks of build-up, we have finally reached the midway point of the Owl House Season 2, and what a rollercoaster it's been. But I'll talk more about that at the very end. Right now, we have one more episode to watch. Season 2, Episode 10, Yesterday's Lie. I've not really made any predictions going into this, as there is so much stuff that could potentially happen, so I'm just going to give the speculation a rest and enjoy the ride. Also, stick around to the end of the video for a kind of important announcement regarding future reactions on this channel. But yeah, that's all I have to say, so let's jump right in. Okay, here we go. Season 2, Episode 10, Yesterday's Lie. In 3, 2, 1. Evil Loose.
Just cleaning up a little.
Even this? You used to love making me tinfoil swans.
Oh, I'm just looking for a fresh start. Cam taught me a lot, you know?
Yes, it sure did.
Oh, regret.
A new life. You!
After this one, there's only 14 more to go.
Your crazy apocalypse supplies finally came in handy, Ida.
Are you sure this isn't gonna, blow our faces off?
Nope.
Well, here goes something.
Okay, but if Loose is going back to the human realm, where's Amate?
It worked.
It kinda worked.
Just be careful. The human realm's filled with some real weirdos.
No.
Don't forget to mention me!
Okay.
I do not want Loose getting trapped between realms. Okay, alright, it's this scene.
Whoa! Whoa! I think I'm in the reflection.
Do you think she's safe? She's made it this far. We just have to trust her.
Oh.
I wonder if I could see Amity. Camila no seda of the human realm? Gaia, ice platform! Mom! Mom?
Excuse me? You did not just show us Loose's dad.
I can finish up here, Mija.
Thanks, Mom. Follow her! Okay, Luz, calm down. Just breathe and count to 5. A new life. You! You're from the demon realm. Listen.
It's Michaela Deeds! It's Amethyst!
See, Mama? I just saw a spoiler for Monster Slayer Academia.
I will never understand anime.
Relatable. I mean, that's no good.
So this is it. I'm gonna have to run again. Why couldn't this just work out?
Who are you?
Stop moving. You'll make it tighter.
Huh?
I didn't mean to freak you out. What's your name?
I'm number 5. I'm V.
I already love her.
Maybe we can help each other. Today I was gonna tell my mom where I've been, but because of you, she hasn't realized I've been missing.
There's one problem. I need magic to transform, and I just use the rest of it. Secrets of Gravesfield?
No, that's junk.
Strange woman band from Cafe.
That's Ida, the owl lady. She might have left some magic stuff behind.
Okay, we can try.
I'm really enjoying. What the hell? I am really confused. Wait a second, was that Philip Witterbane?
Oh, Marilyn?
Yeah, she tried to pay for a latte with a live raccoon a couple months ago. She did something.
Show me that statue again.
There! Hexus Hold'em cards. You gotta be careful approaching high schoolers. Mark all your exit routes and...
Actually, these guys are cool.
Ah, wait, hey!
Hey, Luce. Good to see you outside of prison.
Come on, camp wasn't that bad. Camp?
We did have the best cabin. Cabin 7! However, the guilt and fear you carry will eventually catch you in a self-fulfilling prophecy that you won't be able to escape from. You're gonna need some bath bombs, girl. Anyway, I got the cards over at the Gravesfield Historical Society.
Is it that dusty in here? Welcome to the Gravesfield Historical Society. Ooh, let me guess. You're here to buy those weird cards, right?
It's weird seeing so many humans.
You had a mom that loved you, a home, a life. You had it good. And you still wanted to run away. I didn't have a choice.
Oh.
My real name is... My kind went extinct a long time ago. But we were brought back. They wanted to know how we drained magic. Some of us escaped, but I knew it was only a matter of time before he caught us again. That's when I saw you and realized there might be a way out of this.
But I was thinking, instead of taking the bus to camp, why don't we drive? I got the day off from work, and you'll have full control of the playlist.
Oh.
But Camila was nice to me. Where's the light?
Okay.
Have we been followed this whole time? See?
Yeah, at first I couldn't believe what I saw, but after watching a few YouTube videos, I learned the truth.
Oh no. No, it's Ronaldo 2.0.
I'll expose your vile plans on YouTube and finally get my account verified. Get comfortable, demon.
No. Why?
V, you're giving up too quick. I'm being realistic. Goodbye, Luz. No!
Camila no se da. Mom, are you there?
Luz?
I have to tell you the truth about the last few months. Let me tell you about a place called Boiling Isles.
But I'm glad you're still being creative.
Oh.
Follow me.
You even made me a part of your game. Wow, this is so fun.
Oh. But it's not going to be cute for long.
Two brothers were lured into a realm of evil.
Brothers! Brothers! Bellows is Philip Witterbane's brother. Okay.
Behold!
Oh, wow! That is a very...
Mm-hmm.
costume?
Well!
If I'm gonna be working with the government, I might as well show off a little.
That voice. It's Sonic!
Please, you gotta help her.
Hello? This is all so confusing.
Oh.
I had such a strong girl living under my roof this whole time.
Let's begin our live dissection of this demon right now!
Stop! The president just called. Yeah, and I don't have the imagination for this. I take this innocent child with me, and you will never bother us again.
Yes, Camila!
Yeah, a lot of bad guys say that.
Oh! Oh my god. This is so precious.
V, you have a place here for as long as you need.
Oh!
Mom, you were awesome back.
Here we go.
I'm trying to hold it together. I really have never been this scared before. The demon realm? Is this the only way I can touch you?
I will make a working portal, I promise.
As scary as this is, it really does seem like you've matured.
Staying here was the best decision I ever made.
You chose to stay there?
Oh,
Did you hate living with me that much?
Mama, no! No, not yet. Not yet!
No. When you come home, promise you'll stay here. I didn't mean to push you away. I swear things will be different.
Mom, it's not you. It never was.
Promise me, Luz. Please.
Oh my god!
Okay, Mom. I promise.
Don't you worry, kiddo. With everything we've learned, we'll have a real working portal in no time.
Oh my... Even though I had no expectations for this, other than, you know, it being an episode of The Owl House, that blew me away. I'm really sorry that I didn't give too many big reactions, because I was just so enthralled by everything there. It was so interesting. This is gonna be one of those that I need some time to sit with and fully process, so I'll see you in the review. I've been seeing quite the bit of negative reviews on this episode, saying it feels like a step down compared to the last 9. Now, while everyone is free to their own opinions, really? This episode, this one right here, that was underwhelming? I will never understand people. Okay, no rambling, let's get straight into talking about V, aka the new precious cinnamon roll who deserves the world and all the happiness. We were all anticipating that Luz's replacement would have something to do with Belos or the Think Inside the Box summer camp, but I was not prepared for this. V is a basilisk, the same type of creature that terrorized Hexside way back in the first day. Turns out they had been previously extinct until they were brought back by Belos and the Emperor's Coven, so they could learn how to extract magic from objects and others. V was originally labelled as subject number 5, but she was able to escape with some other basilisks, where she then stumbled across Luz when she first came to the Boiling Isles, and uses the portal door to escape to the human realm where she takes Luz's place so that she would have somewhere to belong. Despite only being formally introduced here, V is already one of the show's most compelling characters. I find her budding friendship with Luz very interesting and engaging, as she resents Luz for leaving her mother, which is something we'll definitely be exploring by the end of the episode. Speaking of Luz, what's our main girl up to? Well, she's using the Titan's blood to create her own makeshift portal, which has a lot of personality. Ida, King, and Hooty keep her tethered while she enters the gateway between realms, where she can view anything in the multiverse, but only through a reflection.
I wonder if I could see Amity.
Once Luz discovers V, she isn't mad, more so surprised, and ends up wanting to help her, as V is all out of magic, leaving her true form exposed. So they go on a quest to see if there's any remaining magical objects Ida left behind on one of her visits, which eventually leads them to the museum, where the curator has some Hexus Hold'em decks and seems to be giving them away to anyone. But upon further inspection, we learn this guy has some peculiar hobbies, and he's voiced by Sonic himself, Roger Craig Smith. He had some great lines, and as you can imagine, an amazing voiceover performance, but if we never see him again, I'd be a-okay with that. V is captured as Luz finally makes her presence known to Camila, telling her about the Boiling Isles, which she initially thinks is some make-believe game, which is actually a kind of relief to her, as at the beginning of the episode, V was attempting to get rid of all of Luz's personal belongings, causing Camila to somewhat question if sending her away was the right thing to do. Now, since the first episode, there has been the opinion floating around that Camila is an abusive parent, with some going as far as to say she's worse than Odalia. Now, I don't have time to unpack all that, so I'll just leave it at ding dong you're wrong and leave it at that for now. Once Camila realizes everything Luz told her is true, she surprisingly handles it quite well. A little too well, as we'll see later. And I just want to briefly call attention to this moment, since with how the episode ends, I imagine it won't really get the acknowledgement it deserves.
Hello? This is all so confusing, but who knew I had such a strong girl living under my roof this whole time?
Yeah, if after this you're still demonizing Camila, take your bad opinions and walk into the ocean. Before I get to the ending, which is a lot, we did get a few hints at pieces of lore, this time focusing on the human realm and its connection to the Boiling Isles. As throughout the episode, we learn that Belos originated from Gravesfield, which is where Luz lives. And when he came to the Boiling Isles, he wasn't alone.
Two brothers were lured into a realm of evil by a real witch, never to be seen again.
My mind is losing itself with all the different things this could lead to, especially in terms of what Hunter actually is and giving more depth to Belos. So once I settle on a few theories, I may leave them down below. But as I often say, I'm not good at trying to guess where things are heading in terms of plot progression. So I just usually stay in my lane and focus on the character development. But I imagine this rather underplayed revelation will end up being quite huge.
The author of the journals. My brother.
Once V is saved and they all arrive back home, Camila says she can stay as long as she needs. Then as she heads inside, things take a turn.
How are you gonna get back here?
Is this the only way I can touch you?
Once more, Brad Greek comes in clutch with the stunning musical score. Again, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below where you can check out the entire soundtrack to this episode. Luz promises she will find a way back home as Camila remarks just how much more mature she has become. But just as things are cooling down, Luz reveals a little too much.
I've learned so much. Staying here was the best decision I ever made.
You chose to stay there?
Camila is heartbroken to learn this, but before Luz can explain any more, she starts getting pulled back as her portal begins collapsing. And again, people found this underwhelming.
I'm being pulled back!
Baby, no. When you come home, promise you'll stay here. I didn't mean to push you away. I swear things will be different.
Mom, it's not you. It never was.
Promise me, Luz. Please.
Okay, Mom. I promise.
And so, as she's getting pulled away, Luz promises that once she finds a way back home, she'll stay there, calling back to her frustration about not knowing what her future holds from hunting palismen. I just know people are going to try using this as evidence of Camila being a bad person, but emotions were very high in this moment and everything was just moving so fast. Camila isn't trying to ruin Luz's life like people want to believe. She's absolutely distraught and terrified and needed to know she would see her daughter again. This episode did so much for Camila and I really hope it gave some people a new perspective on her. Luz returns now with the knowledge her time on the Boiling Isles is limited, which brings so much into question. What a fantastic episode to leave off on. I gotta say, I'm glad we're taking a break because I'm gonna need some serious time to recover from not just this episode, but the entire batch. Every single week, this crew have completely knocked it out of the park and played every card in their deck. I don't know how, but they were able to make every single episode this huge game changer without it ever feeling too rushed. So many new characters were introduced and given just as much depth as the main cast. New storylines were popping up left and right, and there was a ton, and I mean a ton, of shocking revelations to go around, as these characters' emotional journeys only continue to delight and devastate me. Then there's all the LGBTQIA+ representation, with Rain Whispers being introduced as the network's first non-binary character, and Luz and Amity becoming the first ever sapphic relationship involving main characters in any Disney property. It really does feel like we've gone through a full season's worth of events, which, considering this show's ever-approaching fate, is the best case scenario. We know the crew didn't find out about the pseudo-cancellation until Season 2 was already deep into production, yet it already feels like we're on a mad sprint to the finish line, which does instill some hope this show, despite the circumstances, will deliver a satisfying conclusion that leaves almost nothing on the table. And again, this is only part A. This is supposed to be the more relaxed and light-hearted part of the season, meaning my expectations for the rest of it are unbelievably high. Yet I already know this show won't only reach them, but will excel far beyond that. But as I said, I'm going to enjoy this time off before the series really starts hitting me where it hurts. Okay, now's the important announcement time. So for almost a year now, I've been doing reaction and review videos on this channel. It started when I decided on a whim to record myself watching the Owl House Season 1 finale, and from there it's become way more successful than I ever thought it could be. But as time's gone on, they've gotten bigger and bigger, with the review sections taking more and more time to make. This has led to what was supposed to be my supplementary content kind of taking over the channel in recent months, when my main focus and passion will always lie with my scripted discussions and video essays. Let's get one thing clear though, I am not stopping making reaction videos. I mean, I've got to keep the lights on around here. That, and also the fact I do enjoy making them, however, it's time to scale them back. So, with this video, I'm retiring the review section. It's something I planned to do once Amphibia Season 2 wrapped up, but then Owl House started right after it, so I convinced myself to keep going, and lately it's just gotten very overwhelming. Ida's Requiem and Eclipse Lake were experiments on if I could do this without the review stuff, and while that still needs a little bit of work, I'm fairly confident with this style moving forward. That's not to say scripted reviews are gone for good. I mean, I will occasionally return to the format for big event episodes like season finales or just really important episodes, but they'll only be a once in a while thing from now on. So yeah, that's all I have to say. If you're new around here, feel free to subscribe and comment down below as it helps me out a whole lot. Thanks so much for watching folks, and I'll see ya real soon.